Up next, viewers, we're also getting some more visuals from the Dnipro region where civilians have been armed to fight the Russians. Remember, the Ukrainian President Zelensky has made it out to be a war of the people and has even asked the civilians to come out on the streets to defend their motherland. And those are the visuals that we're seeing of civilians who have now been armed to fight the Russians. The Russian troop that is in fact escalating their aggressive action and bombarding in the Ukrainian region. And now we see in the Dnipro, where we see civilians have now been armed to fight the Russians. Ankit Prasad also joins me in the Mumbai newsroom. Ankit, we see that the President Zelensky had always called it a war of the people, had appealed to the civilians to come out on the streets to defend their motherland, and that's exactly what we're seeing in those visuals, Ankit.
Absolutely, Priyanka. Since day one, Zelensky has been saying to his people to immediately pick up arms and join in the battle. He has also told them about making Molotov cocktails, but most importantly, they have been distributing weapons that they have bought in from different European countries and allies, and they have been handing them to the civilians. And then that's why we can see in Dnipro, the civilians are putting up a brave front with their weapons before the oncoming Russian advance. It's also very important to note, Priyanka, here we have a visual of a Ukrainian flag being hoisted in one of the cities, that is Busha. And a short while back, we just found out that Kherson, the 3 lakh population city that Russia took over, has been put under enormous guidelines and severe restrictions by the Russian occupying forces. If they want to occupy their city peacefully, their civilians need to maintain a tight curfew. They can only drive their cars in certain periods of the day when there is daylight, and they can also only use their vehicles to ship equipment that is related to home use, that is food and medical supplies. So these are the restrictions that the first major Ukrainian city that has been conquered by Russia has been put under. It is allowed to fly the Ukrainian flag at its city center, but only if it abides by these conditions. And Priyanka, so if that is taken to be the model for Russia's occupation of different cities, then I am afraid that Russia is going to come across many other civilians fully armed and ready to take them on.